Hey guys, I got my first headquarters match, and I believe I was starring 5th Prestige. When this match happened, I ended up leveling up 7 times straight in a row. That was probably the fastest leveling up I've ever experienced. I generally play with a party of 6, and we play Domination on a regular basis. But then we recently played some headquarters because one of my party members insists that you get even more XP in headquarters than you do in domination or in any other game mode. So of course, technically, search is the best mode to gain XP, but that's only if you're really good. You're really terrible getting plus 500 per kill, but having to sit out for most of the match isn't really going to get you any faster. Isn't going to level you up any faster than getting a bunch of kills that are only worth 50 experience each, but you could also be theoretically completing challenges in the meantime, which would get you even more experience. But yeah, so I do think that while headquarters is kind of fun. Wait, I think I mentioned this before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before. But I guess I'll just say it again. Even though I do think headquarters is kind of fun, I also think that it's not as good as Domination, as it's even easier to kill whore in headquarters than in Domination. When the headquarters goes online, there is no time limit to capturing it. Both teams could just leave the headquarters online while they go kill the other team trying to actually capture it. And the 15-minute time limit is pretty darn generous to have a series of kill whoring going on. Technically, people kill whore more in demolition than headquarters, because at least in demolition there are set spawns, they don't switch. But in headquarters, it's still kind of easy, just as long as any team ignores the objective and just kills the other team who is trying to get the objective. Meanwhile, in domination, there's 3 flags. You can cap one, and then you can go kill whoring. And then if you don't have any caps, then it wouldn't really affect you as much. Whereas in headquarters, it really does affect you if you don't get the objective, because then you're just going to extend the game time, and then you're just going to look like a total douche for ignoring the objective and only playing for kills. The full match, or rather the full video when I recorded, is like close to 12 minutes, so unfortunately I do have to speed it up by a lot. I turned a 12-minute video into roughly 6 minutes, so I think cutting it down to half was a really good idea. Besides, there's no way I can talk for 12 minutes straight. That's just... If I have a live topic, maybe I could do that theoretically, but I'm pretty much mostly commentating on the gameplay. Not literally, but I do point out certain stuff regarding the actual match, so... I am glad that Treyarch made a default class with the MP5K and the typical rushing perks with lightweight, marathon, and steady aim. Because I do think the MP5K is a underrated gun. Well, the 3020 SMGs are also very underrated, but the MP5K even more so when you compare it to the AK-74U, which unfortunately is much better than the MP5K in every way possible. But I don't think I need to point it out, especially for people who are avid AK-74U users already. But still, I think the MP5K for a starting gun is pretty darn good. It's probably more balanced than the 74U because at least it has recoil, whereas the AK-74U is basically an assault rifle disguised as a submachine gun. But really, if Treyarch could have at least put dual mags on the MP5K, then I wouldn't really mind it as much, because I don't think extended mags is a good attachment on the MP5K. It burns ammo pretty darn quickly. And also, since it has so much recoil, if you don't control your shots, you're more than likely to use up more than half a magazine just to kill one person. So I really wish that trailer could have at least included the dual mags attachment on the MP5K, even though it doesn't have a grip like the other SMGs. I guess the MP5K could be my new favorite submachine gun, but it's only because there's a what do we call it? I really need to expand my vocabulary. Oh yeah, there is a stigma with the associated with the AK-74U, and that really puts me off from using it. But even so, the other submachine guns don't really do it for me, except for maybe the Spectre. But honestly, people say that the 74U is overpowered, and I still think that it's just overused. But I do think that it's simply the best SMG and the all-around gun of Black Ops. It's very much like the MP5 from Call of Duty 4. Even though people also use the 74U just as much, but MP5 was still way more popular than the 74U. So this is the game. I go 52-11, and it's game over. Cheese out!